Imagine a mountain rumbling, smoke billows from its peak, the ground trembles. Suddenly, with a roar, the mountain explodes. Hot rocks are hurled skyward, rivers of fiery lava cascade down its slopes. This is the awesome power of a volcano.
To understand volcanoes, we must first journey to the center of the Earth. Imagine our planet like a giant onion with layers. The outermost layer is the crust, where we live. It's thin and rocky. Beneath the crust lies the mantle. It's much thicker and made of hot, molten rock called magma. The mantle is constantly moving like a pot of boiling soup. And at the very center of Earth is the core. It's incredibly hot and dense, made mostly of iron and nickel. The core's immense heat is what drives the movement in the mantle. This heat creates convection currents in the mantle. Hot magma rises towards the crust, while cooler magma sinks back down. This constant churning is what drives the movement of the Earth's tectonic plates.
The Earth's crust isn't one solid piece. It's broken into giant pieces called tectonic plates. These plates float on the semi-molten mantle, constantly moving and interacting. Where plates move apart, magma rises up from the mantle to fill the gap. This creates new crust and can form undersea mountain ranges and volcanoes.
When plates collide, one plate can slide beneath the other. This process, called subduction, can generate immense heat and pressure, melting rock and forming magma. This magma can then rise to the surface, erupting as volcanoes. The areas where tectonic plates meet are called plate boundaries. These boundaries are zones of intense geological activity, where earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are most common.
Volcanoes are born when molten rock, called magma, rises from deep within the Earth's mantle. This magma is lighter than the surrounding rock, so it slowly pushes its way upwards. As magma rises, it can collect in underground chambers called magma chambers. Over time, the pressure in these chambers builds. Eventually, the pressure becomes too great and the magma forces its way through cracks in the Earth's crust. The molten rock that erupts from a volcano is called lava. Lava can be thick and sticky or thin and runny, depending on its temperature and composition. As lava cools and solidifies, it builds up layer upon layer, forming the cone-shaped mountain we know as a volcano. The opening at the top of a volcano is called the vent. This is where the lava, ash, and gases erupt.
Not all volcanoes are created equal. Some are tall and steep, while others are broad and gently sloping. The shape and size of a volcano depend on the type of magma it erupts and the way it erupts. Shield volcanoes are broad, gently sloping volcanoes formed by eruptions of thin, runny lava. They resemble a warrior's shield lying on the ground. The Hawaiian Islands are a famous example of shield volcanoes. Composite volcanoes, also known as stratovolcanoes, are tall, cone-shaped volcanoes formed by layers of lava, ash, and rock fragments. They are known for their explosive eruptions. Mount Fuji in Japan and Mount Rainier in the United States are examples of composite volcanoes. Cinder cone volcanoes are the smallest type of volcano. They are formed by eruptions of small, cindery lava fragments that pile up around the vent. Cinder cone volcanoes often have a bowl-shaped crater at the summit.
Volcanic eruptions can be dramatic and destructive events, but not all eruptions are the same. They can range from gentle lava flows to catastrophic explosions. Effusive eruptions are characterized by the outpouring of relatively calm lava flows. The lava is usually thin and runny, allowing it to flow easily for long distances. While effusive eruptions can be destructive, they are generally less dangerous than explosive eruptions. Explosive eruptions, on the other hand, are characterized by violent explosions that blast hot ash, gas, and rock fragments high into the atmosphere. These eruptions can be incredibly dangerous and destructive, sending pyroclastic flows, fast-moving currents of hot gas and volcanic matter, racing down the slopes of the volcano. The type of eruption a volcano produces depends on the composition of the magma, its temperature, and the amount of gas it contains. Volcanoes with thick, sticky magma and high gas content are more likely to erupt explosively.
Volcanoes play a vital role in shaping our planet's landscape. They can create mountains, islands, and geothermal features. Living near a volcano requires preparation. It's important to be aware of volcanic hazards and have an evacuation plan in place. Volcanoes are awe-inspiring natural phenomena that have shaped our planet for millions of years. While they can be dangerous, they also offer valuable resources and contribute to the beauty and diversity of our world.